After our trip to Canyonlands, we spent 2 nights at Grand Canyon National Park. We booked the last available campsite for the spring break week in the Mather Campground.
Made it to Mather Campground in Grand Canyon National Park. Our first time here. We haven't seen the canyon yet, but we're getting set up. We're in the weirdest site here. It's the bathroom. This is site 34 in the Aspen Loop. A little weird, but
we made the best of our strange campsite, probably the worst site we've ever camped in, also probably the worst in the campground. And the next morning, we got up early, made some breakfast, and headed to the canyon. It was all of our first time seeing it, and words can't describe how amazing it was. We started at the Mather Point Overlook, which was pretty popular and only got busier as the morning went on. We spent a lot of time at this overlook just staring and taking pictures. A lot of natural places seem like pictures can't do them justice. I've seen a lot of pictures of the Grand Canyon that I thought looked really amazing, but nothing compares to seeing it in person.
Okay, I won't, sir.
Heart. Now we're going down
Okay.
to check out Grand View Point.
Yeah, I'm sorry for rolling.
We walked down a little bit of the trail from Grand View Point, but unfortunately didn't get to do any big hikes down into the canyon on this trip. With a 2-year-old, it wasn't the best time for it. Some of the trail reports also said that the trails were pretty icy along the south rim, and the north rim was still closed for the winter.
We drove the road to the Desert View Lookout, and we're walking down the trail to it now.
I took so many pictures and videos, and we spent a lot of time just staring into the canyon. It really is unbelievable. I feel like there's nothing I can say that will even begin to do it justice.
night 2 at Mather Campground. We're cooking up some zucchini and pasta tonight. Jack's helping. And here's the bathroom. Jackie, look at there's a whole family.
We got to see a family of deer walk through our campground, and we saw quite a few elk on this trip. Thankfully, the wildlife sighting we didn't see is the one on this sign. Apparently, there must be quite the mountain lion population. We drove to Lipan Point to watch the sunset, and then, knowing that the Grand Canyon was a dark sky park, we stayed to wait until the stars came out. The stars were beautiful. I took these pictures of the constellations and the moonrise just with my iPhone. After watching the stars for a little while, we went back to camp and got some sleep. When we woke up the next morning, we packed up and we were on to our next stop on our road trip. Stay tuned for the next video.